Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing? It's me, Lasty here, and welcome today to a brand new episode of the FIFA 23 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Episode number 112. Happy Sunday. I hope you're all doing well. Chilling out, relaxing. Some sort of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air lines there, I think. But yeah, I hope you're all doing good, and happy Sunday to you. If you enjoyed today's video, which is going to be jam-packed, do me a favour and hit the thumbs up button. Hey, we like to be nice on Sunday, so as much as I normally ask for 2,000, can we go for 2,500, maybe even 3,000 likes today? That'd be brilliant. And of course, subscribe to my channel as well if you're new. Thank you. I'm quite warm in this room today. I must not have my window open long enough before filming the video. I like to chill the room out. For anyone that's looking for an insight behind the world of Lasty and making videos, I run hot, so I like to chill the room out completely. That's why in the summer you see all my Instagram stories of me with an air conditioning unit, because that thing is a godsend. Anyway, a random off topic to start the episode, but we're going to get stuck into the rest of these Foot Champs playoffs games. So sorry, I haven't even started the actual weekend league yet. That will come in the next episode, and well, the next two episodes will be gameplay and all of that stuff, and then finishing and getting the rewards. But then yeah, I'll like I said, I'll catch right back up with you in the middle of next week. But we won our first game 5-0. If you don't remember from yesterday, we are starting out trying this 3-5-2 formation just because essentially I have three centre-backs that I kind of want to use, and I didn't want to waste one of them by not playing them. So I'm giving the old 3-5-2 a go, and in theory, you know, if I can hold the defence out and actually not concede too many, which I kind of do anyway, right? Then I should have the best parts of a 4-2-2 and like a 4-1-2-1-2. So I'll have the triangle up front of, it's not really a triangle, like that, of two strikers and a cam, right? And that gives you loads of passing ability. And then also you have two wide players. So not only do you have that, but you have the two wide players as well. So you've got an outlet to then pass the ball out and maybe whip a cross in or something. So in theory, it should attack way better. And I should hopefully just outscore my opponents. I don't know whether or not that would be the case, though. Anywho, getting on into game number 3 or game number 2 of the episode. We win that one, and I can't remember if he quits or not. But anyway, we go 1-0 up to a deflected effort there from Dimitri Payet, who has been nothing short of outstanding recently for me. He's kind of everywhere, just pulling the strings. It's brilliant. Di Natale scores a nice goal. I find it easy to green time stuff with him, maybe just because he's got a really high shooting stat. Maybe that makes that slightly easier or something. But yeah, we'll move on. 3-0. Good stuff. I'm trying to rattle through these, really. I don't need them to be super in detail or anything like that. This is only playoffs, right? My next opponent was using lone Ronaldinho. I'm pretty sure he then brought on all sorts of lone players. I think his whole team was nearly lone players by the end of the match. R9 and, well, I can't even remember the other ones, but it was a lot of like the winter wildcards and stuff, I think. But we go 2-0 up after 19 minutes. I thought, hey, we're cruising here. This is brilliant. But then that German winter wildcard striker that has, like, is it the 99 physical, was actually doing me in a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Silas and him were linking up quite well. And when I was 2-0 up and cruising, I obviously got a little overconfident. And that led to, well, 2-2 before you know it at half-time. So we're going to have to step up in the second half if we want to go a nice 4-0. That would be good. Di Natale, again with the green time, this time with a little Trivella. Hold that LT button as I was shooting, and we're all good. Ronaldinho knocks it through to, well, R9. As you can expect, he's going to stick the ball in the back of the net. So at 3-3, I didn't know where this game was going to go, but then just some superb dribbling and a tiny little finish from our Italian stallion, Di Natale. Well, he's nothing short of brilliant. So is Payet, and he just sort of shows that one off right there as he scores the goal. But silly old me, ends up giving a goal away like that, and then that just obviously is going to lead to him scoring right at the end to send it to extra time, isn't it? Well, he ends up pushing it into the box. Gakpo I think it was a sub as yeah, it was a loan as well. 5-5 into extra time we go. How frustrating! How silly of me to give that stupid goal away, which has led to us having to play extra more FIFA than we needed to, really. So into the second half of extra time, I showed you both the 90 minutes and the 105-minute stats there. We end up getting that goal with Silas. That's red timed with Silas, and it won me the game. And I was like, huh? All right. It looked like a perfectly green time shot, really, didn't it? But it was red time. So we go 4-0, which means that even if we lose all the rest of our games, we will of course at least qualify for the weekend league. So that stress is done with. And now it's just to try and continue up to 6 wins. That would be the goal here. But whilst we're on a completely and utterly flawless streak, then obviously the aim is to try and get the 10 wins for once. But that doesn't ever really seem to happen. We go 1-0 up in this one. It was such a weird playoffs because a lot of the teams were like what I would class as maybe like new FIFA players, using quite a lot of their loans, maybe had like a hero or an icon, so they've done one of those SBCs recently, and probably got like Trippier and stuff like that in their squad. So maybe it's just a lot of new players that have, after Christmas, managed to get those points up so that they can try and qualify for the weekend league. But we went 5-0 in fairly decent fashion, to be honest. It wasn't too much effort or too much stress. So after that happened, I cut out like a couple of minutes here because this video is long anyway. But I lost my next one, and fair play, so we lose the streak. So I'm now literally after one more win to try and get 6 wins. The game after the one I lost, I came up against another one of those cheating PC AI games where it's just like he's got like a low-rated team, and I got conceded like a ridiculous goal from a bronze player. So I paused and was ready to quit after going 1-0 down against that because I'm not playing against an actual player. But then I stuck around just for a little bit longer and scored the equaliser and then quit. So I don't know if that's toxic of me or if it's a glitch or a bug, but it's definitely cheating, right? So I didn't want them to get the win against me. I'll take the loss, but they're not getting the win against me. So yeah, hopefully that ruined their day. And then I think, did I lose again? I might have lost again after that. And then it got down to it where I had like literally 2 games left to get this 1 win if I want 6 wins. And it wouldn't have been the end of the world. But obviously this game's going pretty well for me, isn't it? So I get a 5-0 rage quit after 64 minutes. Good stuff there. And we can essentially get up to our 6 wins, and the playoffs are done. Lovely stuff. So we get the 6-win rewards. Don't forget that this stuff was still during right at the end of winter wildcards rather than Interfoot Centurions. So if you see any players that are currently Centurions players, then don't worry about that. I think in like yesterday's video was talking about the possibility of getting a Zidane SBC. Literally I finished that filming, and then at 6 o'clock they released the Zidane SBC before Centurions even came out. So I was like, oh, God damn it, I'm going to sound like an idiot now. But yeah, it was just a case of I just filmed the video. And I think probably the second half of this episode is where we're going to really sort of dive into the Zidane stuff. And get started, because as you guys know, if I had to choose my 3 favourite footballers growing up, like of all time, it would be Zinedine Zidane is number 1, then R9 is number 2, and Ronaldinho is number 3. So they are my 3 favourite sort of players of all time from like the past generation of footballers, of course. I'm sure that there are other players that, you know, obviously like your Messis and stuff that I absolutely love now. But yeah, I think Zizou, R9, and Ronaldinho are just like nostalgic greatness, aren't they? Ronaldinho with all the skills, Ronaldo with all of that blistering pace and crazy ability and finishing ability, and then Zidane with just like the complete package, so silky on the ball, those roulettes, that volley in the Champions League final, all of that stuff. Just like, what a player. Don't even know which foot is his strong foot because he's so good on both. So the plan was obviously that, yeah, Zizou's going to make his way into the club. I don't know how possible this is right now. This is great, by the way. I did the 84 times 5 and got the highest rated team of the week. Odegaard. Lovely stuff. Absolute baller in real life, of course. Not someone I'm necessarily looking to use, but will certainly use as fodder. and an 88 Cancelo, and an 87 Koulibaly. A very good 84 by 5, that one. Really, really solid. So we'll just speed run through the marquee matchups, by the way. I'm not sure if it is by the time you're watching this. You know, it's been a few old days. Oh, God, hold on. My phone's going off. I should have put that. I'm going to take my watch off so I stop getting notifications. But yeah, marquee matchups done. The first squad, which was for the Winter Wildcards token and was like Eredivisie based. If you have any tradable players from the two clubs that it needs you to get a player from, sell it. I managed to sell one for 10,000 coins because they were going extinct all over the show. So I think it's like FC Twente and Emmen or something like that. I don't know the club's names off by properly. Sorry about that. But yeah, if you've got any of those players tradable, I know it's been a few days since marquee matchups came out, but they might still be worth bank. Who knows? Definitely worth checking your club for if you're short of cash. So, informing this next pack. Oh, this is one of marquee matchups rewards. We get Mui. I don't know how you pronounce his name. The Australian fella from Celtic with the bald head. He's got quite a good card, to be fair, like an all right, fairly usable card. But again, that's just going to be either sold or discarded or put into an SBC. I won't be really using him, of course, will I? So we are nearly complete with the marquee matchups rewards. Premium gold players pack to end, and the best thing I got during marquee matchups was that inform, and of course the ability to sell one of those silver players from the Eredivisie for 10,000. So I guess we made sort of 20k from marquee matchups, which is all right, but certainly could have been better if we got like a walkout or a special card. So Zidane SBC, it costs about as much as he does on the market, 1.4 million, if you did it from scratch. I have a ton of fodder in my club right now, and I'm willing to get rid of all of it. And then probably still need to accumulate some fodder over the next week or so to complete this man. But like I said, my favourite footballer of all time, definitely going to be bringing him into the RTG. Last year, we were able to bring the baby one in, the base icon in. This year, they've given us the mid Zidane, which is, I guess, in-game is going to look a little bit more like the Zidane we all know and love, a little bit more bald on top. Whereas the base one kind of got a little bit more hair from his younger years, right? So yeah, it's going to be interesting to get him in. I've submitted the first couple of squads now, silver and bronze, and then I'm going to get rid of these guys for the 89 rated squad, the most expensive team. So a load of fodder, and then Pavard, Schweinsteiger World Cup, and World Cup Brolin, because, well, I don't use Brolin. I think he's a fraud. Schweinsteiger, I'm never going to use again because I'm going to bring Zidane in. And Pavard, well, he was probably just fodder when we got him anyway. I haven't found a use for him yet. So we've submitted. I've committed the most expensive part to the Zidane SBC, and I just submitted a Mane, and I got one in return from the mega pack from the 89 rated squad. So that was brilliant. That's going to save me a chunk of coins, of course. Being an 89 rated, he's probably 40,000 coins, and I can use him, maybe not even in this one, but what I've done and what we're going to get to by the end of this episode in the next few minutes is that there's 12 squads required for Zidane. We've just completed our fourth one, 2 of them being a bronze and silver, so not much expense there. But I've completed the most expensive one. The next 3 most expensive ones, the 88, the 88, and the 87, I'm leaving them because I don't quite have the fodder for that right now. Now, that is about 700k's worth of SBCs, I think. Maybe a little bit less than that. And then I focused on going from sort of like the ones above that. So the next cheapest batch. So like the 86s, the 85s, the 84s. And, well, I was actually very surprised that I was able to get, and we'll get to at the end of this episode, 9 out of 12 squads done with just an 87, an 88, and an 88 squad to go. I think the 88 rated squads are somewhere between 200 and 250,000 each. So at worst case scenario, let's say that's $500,000. And then it's about 150, I think, for the 87 rated squad. So that's, let's say 650k is what we need to complete the rest of this. Well, there's probably a couple of players in my club that I'm willing to submit. Some of them might be like rip the band-aid moments off, where we might submit like Pope, or I've even sort of thought maybe Butragueno, but maybe not. Maybe that's a little bit too much. You'll see. Some of you might want to look away for the next few squads, by the way. I get rid of quite a lot of special cards, lower end stuff that I never use, so don't worry about it. But yeah, stuff that we've accumulated since the start of this game, I'm just gonna say goodbye to now. It's all in the name of Zidane, right? And I obviously want to bring this man into the club. So yeah, I think I put them into a squad last night. The players that I'm willing to get rid of, even some of them being a bit of a rip the band-aid moment off. Goodbye Werner, goodbye Barkley, goodbye Favre. Sorry boys, but I just don't use you anymore. And you are loved in the series, but I don't use you, so we'll see you later. I think I got an 86 rated squad off the bat, so nearly an 87. So I could nearly shave 150k off. I've got over 250,000 coins in the club, in coins. So I reckon that I am about 300,000 coins away from completing. I reckon I am about 188 rated squad where I just couldn't complete it right now. I could spend all of my 250,000 coins, get one of the 88s done, maybe get the 87 rated one done by buying 1 or 2 players and then using all of the rest of the fodder from my club. And then I'd have an 88 rated squad to go, but I have no coins and no fodder. So that's where we're currently at. And it brings us towards the end of the episode. We will get this man unlocked. We've got a bunch of days. We've got a month to do so. I'd love to have had him for this weekend league. Just don't think it's going to happen. But we'll have him for the rest of FIFA. Don't you worry. That is going to be the end of the episode, though, ladies and gentlemen. Can you do me a favour and smash the thumbs up? All of the stuff in my club is gone. We don't even have a keeper right now. But it's all in the name of getting Icon Zidane into the RTG. If you have enjoyed today, do me a favour, smash that thumbs up button. 2,000, maybe even 3,000 likes would be amazing. And subscribe to my channel as well if you're new. Cheers, notification bell, all of that stuff. My social media links are down below also, so come and follow me over there. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back again tomorrow. We'll see what's going on then, see if we can complete any more of this Zidane SBC, and most definitely start our actual weekend league. Try and get up to my 11 wins, because there'll be some player picks and stuff from that, of course. Maybe the rewards will bring me enough to get Zidane done. Hey, who knows? I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.